I said I wasn't gonna get emotional, but yeah. Joanna saw the kind of person I was. Joanna saw that I was a fun person. Joanna saw, ooh, damn. Joanna saw that, you know, I was fun. She saw the kind of person, she saw that I was a free-spirited person who just wanted to be accepted, who just wanted to belong. She saw that, you know, behind all that, you know, insecurities I had built, all that shyness I had, you know, she saw past all of that, you know, shyness, insecurities, and see that, you know, I was a good person. You know, Joanna accepted me for who I am and who I was. I was the shy person. I was the dorky kid. I wasn't cool. I wasn't the cool kid. But Joanna loved me for it all. She loved me and she still does. And I love you too. Ti voglio tanto bene, amore. Ti voglio bene. Te quiero mucho, mi amor. And eventually, when she came, she is so pretty. Joanna is the prettiest girl, one of the prettiest people I know. She is so pretty. She is beautiful. And when she came, she had this vibe to her, you know, and everybody wanted to be friends with her. There was this group in high school that they had made about, you know, they were all foreign students, like foreign girls. But all of a sudden they made this group just for themselves, and I was a foreigner as well, but like I wasn't included because I was a black foreigner, and let's forget about that. And so when Joanna arrived, they were like, oh, do you want to join our group? Like, we have this group, do you want to join? And Joanna was like, what about Deba? Is Deba not in the group? And they were like, oh, no, she's not. And Joanna was like, well, if she's not there, I'm not coming, I'm not joining. Whatever group it is, whatever you guys do, you know, I'm not coming, I'm not participating if Deba is not, you know, a member of whatever it is. And eventually, you know, they wanted Joanna so badly. Eventually they took me into the group. Really, sincerely, I never cared about any of them, most of them, to be sincere. Like, one of them I still care about, I'm still friends with, but yeah, the other ones were just like, you know, no. But yeah, so I started integrating more. I started having more friends. Friends because the word friends is a bit, you know, too big to use in this circumstance. But yeah, I started having more acquaintances, if you will, and I started being more, you know, more integrated into the activities, and just knowing more people thanks to Joanna. In school, I was still like, I was doing well in school generally, but you know, I still had difficulties because, like I said, I had come half midway, you know, of everything. I had missed half of everything, so I had to like struggle and, you know, do more than my peers to get, you know, just the minimum. And I was doing pretty well in school, not bad. And I would get teased, of course, especially like during tests, when it's time for like tests, I would get teased. Oh, what are you gonna write? You cannot even speak Italian, what are you gonna write? I remember in our final year exam, in the final year, like final year of high school exam, and there was like Italian essay. We had to write an Italian essay, and there was this guy in particular, Davide, who literally, you know, laughed at me and just, you know, belittled my effort, talking about, oh, what are you gonna write? You don't even speak Italian. What are you gonna write in your essay? You can't even understand Italian. You can't even write Italian. So she was literally making fun of me. And after the test, I actually did better than he did. In your face, bastard. So yeah, 5 years later, did my high school experience. Not fun, not the best experience, but I survived it. Half of it was fun, half of it wasn't. I survived that. Fast forward to adulthood. Now I am 18, 19, something like that, and I started looking for jobs, summer jobs, like everyone, you know, at that age normally do. And then the struggle starts all over again. I get denied. I get denied jobs just because I'm black. I am literally told in my face. I was told in my face that, you know, I wasn't you know, qualified for it. Not qualified, like I wasn't gonna get the job just because I was black. Because apparently, and we're not talking like, you know, like huge job, we're talking summer job, we're talking waitressing and bartending, and I was told, different people, you know, refused me from a job opportunity just because I was black. But eventually when I got the jobs I even got discriminated by clients. I worked as a waitress most of the time. Like most of my work experience in Italy was as a waitress, and I would get discriminated even by clients. Like clients wouldn't want to be served by me just because I am black. Client will look down on you just because you're black. Client will think you're not, capable just because. And then once they hear you speak language, oh, ma parli così bene l'italiano, and then they start getting a little bit more ease, more at ease, and more relaxed because you can speak the language. But at first sight they just feel like you're from Africa, you're stupid, you're a monkey, you don't understand anything, so why would I even give you my attention, why would I even give you my time? So that was basically the reality in Italy. When I got to Italy, believe me, in the whole city of Portogruaro we were the only black family. It's mind-blowing. I know. I don't know how many people there are in Portugal, but I will find out and write it somewhere in the screen. But in the whole city of Portugal, in 2005, we were the only black family. In my school, like in my middle school, the middle school I went to, there was a primary school there as well. My sister and I were the only black people in that school. In my high school, for the first 2 years, I was literally the only black person in the entire school. So I guess you could say that the fact that they weren't used to black people was the reason for this discrimination. It's not acceptable. It's not justification or anything, but I guess you could say, yeah, that's the reason why. Because if you go to big cities like Milan, Rome, Naples, like big city, if you go to big cities, I guess they are more like diversity. They're more open-minded in those cities. Unfortunately, yeah, the region where I found myself in Veneto is considered to be one of the most racist region in Italy. And I know people are going to come down in the section below, be all sensitive and say, no, ma tutto il Veneto non è così, non fare tutto l'erba un fascio. Non sto facendo tutto l'erba un fascio, sto solo dicendo quello che ho vissuto, ok? So I'm not going to say, let me say this. I have had good, like excellent people in my life, Italians, like white people in my life. So I can't say like all Italians are racist or everything. No, I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say all my experience in Italy was like, oh, horrible. No, absolutely not. I have had amazing people in my life, like till today, okay? But the reality is that there is a problem. There is a problem. And this problem has to be talked about for it to be fixed. Because if we all pay deaf ears and pretend that this problem do not exist, they're going to keep going on, because they do exist, and there is a problem. An example, what was it, just last year, 2018, in was it September, just a few months ago, me and my sister had gone to my uncle's place in that same city where we lived. And my uncle's neighbor had like written all over his wall, all over my uncle's wall, some racist phrases, racist stuff, talking about, I'll kill you if you go back to Africa, body scratch, stuff like that. Those racist terms and racist words and racist stuff all over his wall outside of his house. That's the reality we live as black people in Italy. In Italy, black people do not have a place. Black people do not have a voice. And unfortunately, things are getting better. Don't get me wrong. More like second generation Italians are fighting to get a voice, to get a place, and it's not easy. They're doing a good job. I can see they are doing a good job. They're doing an excellent job. Like Bellamy from Afro Italian Souls, she's the owner of Afro Italian Souls, and Afro Italian Souls like is a community of like Afro Italians, like second generation Italians, African Italians, and they're doing a good job. They're doing a good job, just trying to get their voice heard and get the rights that that they deserve, and yeah. But yeah, I can see that is going well. But the reality is, and like I said, in big cities like Milan and other big cities, there's no trouble with this. Like you don't get discrimination like that. It's rare. but unfortunately in small cities like the one I come from, where probably people are, you know, most people in that city has never left that city, you know, to go to even the next city, you know, let alone to go out of the country, you know, they're just like that, like that. They don't see, you know, beyond this, so they're just like that. So of course they are the most racist ones. So yeah, that's just the mentality in that's basically just part of the story. It's not all of it, because if not, this video would be like forever. But yeah, that's my experience living in Italy. Of course, there are gonna be more videos about my experience. There's gonna be good stuff coming as well, because, you know, there's not just negative stuff. There are a lot of, you know, positive stuff I would love to talk about as well. But yeah, that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Comment down below and just tell me what you think, and if you've ever been to Italy, or if you've ever, you know, experienced racism firsthand, or anyhow, you know, just comment below and let's chat, because racism is a thing. It still exists and it's still out there, and we have to do something to better the situation, because no, I wouldn't want my kids to come into this world with the racism that there is. I wouldn't want my kids to come into this world to that. So yeah, that's basically it for today's video. It was kind of a sad one, so I'm sorry guys. I got a little bit emotional and sad, because this, like I said, this is a very sensitive topic, both to myself and to whoever may be watching me. And like I said, I didn't do this video to attack anyone. This video wasn't to attack anyone or to belittle anyone or to even like insult Italy. Italy is always going to be home for me. I am Italian. I consider myself Italian, and Italy is always going to be home, like for real. And I didn't do this video to attack anyone or to offend anyone. So do not feel offended. If you feel offended by anything I've said today, you are part of the problem, because I didn't say anything to offend you. I only said what my experience was, and I would appreciate if you were open-minded enough to understand that I didn't do the video to hurt anyone or to disrespect anyone. It's just me telling my story and my journey. So yeah, that's it for the video. Enough of the rambling. Hope you enjoyed the video. Do not forget to subscribe, like, and share this video eventually for awareness, and I'll talk to you on my next video. Bye.